Alright, so I've had a few people ask me what I'm using for camera gear, and I'm going to take you guys through that. I'm not going to show you guys what I packed as far as like clothing, but honestly I didn't pack much, like one pair of pants, 2 pairs of shorts, boxers, some shirts, things like that. But I'd pack even less, honestly, if I was to do it again. You can probably see right behind me I have a few things, so I'm going to take you through my camera gear, and then I'm going to show you the backpack that I use, which is the Tortuga backpack, the 44 liters, so it's their biggest one, but with that I'm able to just do a carry-on essentially, so we don't have to check in any bags, and when we get to the airport we don't have to wait for our bags to get there, and it's just like having all my camera gear and stuff. I like having my stuff on me also because I know they can be rough with your bags and you'd risk having something break, so check it out. Alright, so as far as camera gear and things go, I got everything right here. So I brought my Nikon D7100, which I wouldn't really recommend buying. I think I'd definitely get a mirrorless camera, like a Sony A7R or even the 6500 or any of the Sony mirrorless cameras. I think they're all pretty good. But I got batteries, things like that. Of course, I got an iPhone, which I don't really use for YouTubing at all, but it still definitely is nice to have. I brought this light right here. They're super cheap. You can probably get them for like $20, I'm guessing, on Amazon. I probably wouldn't get that. I wouldn't have brought that, honestly. I've only used it once. Most of the time I'm shooting during the day, so it's not a big deal. I got some batteries for the Xeon Crane, which I absolutely love the Xeon Crane. It's an amazing little piece of machine. It's not as good as some of the two-handed stabilizers, but as far as like traveling goes, it's really highly recommended. For weddings we use like the Helix Junior, which is much smoother, but this thing definitely gets the job done. So other than that, I got a GorillaPod. I think it's the SLR Zoom or whichever one, but yeah, no complaints. I normally run around with that, and then the camera I'm using right now to shoot this, which is the Panasonic LX10, which is highly recommended. I'm super happy with this purchase. It shoots 4K, 1080, 60 frames per second. Yeah, it's just overall a great camera. And then of course I got a MacBook, and I got a 1 terabyte hard drive, which I'll probably almost fill up by the end of this trip, which is a 3-month trip. Of course I'm not shooting every day, but I shoot quite a bit. And then a charger, which is not really important, except for I have this adapter piece, which you're going to go into places and you're going to realize that a lot of places do not take that. So, and now my favorite of all, the Tortuga backpack. Okay, so this is the Tortuga backpack. You can see right now, here's the back of it. I have it zipped up. So say if you weren't having a carry-on, you can just, and you were checking it in, you can hold it right there, send it in. But how I use it, just unzip that. This comes off, and then bam, you have your back straps. These you can put around your waist. And then this part just tucks right up into here. Shove that in there, and that just velcros shut. So now you got a backpack. This thing also has, all kinds of different compartments, but one of the best things is it's 44 liters, so even as small as it is, it holds a ton. I keep thinking I'm going to fill it up, and I'm being able to fit more and more stuff. So it's got, on the side here, it's got 2 spots that you can keep stuff. Also on these hip, where you put it around your waist here, it's got a couple zippers for compartments there. But essentially, there are compartments everywhere. So I'll go ahead and open this up for you. So it opens up, nice and big. You can see in here, you have more places to put stuff. On the back part of this, more places once again. And then in here, on the top, also another compartment. So this kind of stretches out too, so it doesn't take away from how much stuff you can get in here. And then one of the best parts, which I love, especially because I'm always on my computer, is the top here opens up. So then you can have easy access to your laptop, which just makes it so much easier. I always like looking at people who have like the top loaders, And I can just imagine if they need something in the bottom and they have to pull out all that stuff. So essentially this is just like a suitcase. You know, you set it down, you unzip it, open it up, you have access to absolutely everything. So a couple more things are almost every zipper you can lock. You can go ahead and get those travel locks. You just get like one of those, they recommend getting a TSA lock just so the TSA can unlock them easy. I don't know, I didn't have to have anybody even unlock in your mind, so. But if you're traveling, you can just leave them off. I essentially, the only time I really want it is like say you're getting on a boat or something like that and they're gonna take your bag and put it somewhere else and you can't see it. That's like the only time I've been sketched out. But yeah, you'd want locks for that. But yeah, pretty much this is the most recommended thing I think I have